Let's start this video off like this. I want to thank the Lord above for being my Lord and Savior, for getting me through all the times, good and bad. I want to thank my team for being my team. Let's rock it out. I fear no one. I walk with him. Welcome. What's the deal? What's the deal? It's your boy ODMSLIM. And I'm back again with another one. Adam22. Adam, come here, boy. Let me holler at you one time. Adam22, man. Front and center. Adam, we don't believe you. We know you're not sincere. We know you're a fucking hypocrite. We don't believe you, Adam. Just know that. All this, you don't know. All this, what you was trying to do. All this, you knew to this. We tired of hearing it. Too much, man. Listen first. Title reads, Adam and I taking hypocrite side during the debate with Brandon. Now, if anybody watched that debate, like as we watched it, because it was hard to get through it, right? The debate itself was kind of cool, right? The thing that wasn't cool is Adam GPT in the corner. Every time a black man said something, he Adam GPT'd it. And every time a white man said something, he just went along with it, face value. Adam GPT, F you. If it's your first time to the channel, can I please get y'all a like, comment, subscribe? We doing it up. Mummy Dust, ODMSLIM show, we doing it up. We got the RP that we released it, we opened up today. Y'all make sure I type with the RP. You know what I'm saying? We going crazy. We doing it up. We gonna keep doing it up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody at the same right now. You know what I'm saying? Young Aunt Hefe don't care nothing what the checks say. My nigga Munchie Ducktail B. Nigga Duckwing Duck. My nigga got the ducktail. Nigga Ducktails. Woohoo. Munchie B, cut that shit off the side of the back of your head, nigga. Straight up. Got that shit just hanging in the back of your head. Munchie. Straight up. Then you got the glazer. He ready to suck on cock right now. He's a cockazoid. Look at him. He's a cockazoid. You can look at this man right now. You know he sucked a dick or two in his lifetime. You know this nigga Lush sucked a dick or two in his lifetime. And it is what it is. It's your boy ODMSLIM. And let me get to this content.
Adam, speaking of pack outs, I want to know because like a lot of people are tripping on you right now.
Yes. Okay, let's talk about this.
Brandon.
Yeah. Brandon. Okay, so number one for all the.
I hear much. You got a squabble. First thing much you got a squabble. Hold on. I didn't see that.
Brandon fans, all the dark Brandon fans out there, he will be on the news tomorrow with the Viral Way. So make sure that you tune in if you want to see Brandon do some, analysis of the debate that we uploaded yesterday. But basically, there's a white conservative dude who's racist, admittedly racist. His name is Hypocrite. I've been following him on Twitter for a little while. He was in an argument with a dude on Twitter, a guy named Bryson, and they were supposed to do a debate. They wanted to do a debate. There was like a little bit of a call out, a challenge, like, oh, do you guys want to, you won't debate me. I'll debate you. Someone said, Adam22 will host it. I said, I'll host it. That sounds great. Let's do it. The guy Bryson was.
So some random motherfuckers on Twitter, right? Random people on Twitter. Argue on Twitter. Adam22, just man that caused all this friction and stuff, right? Decided to take a racist white man and bring another black person with him to have a debate, right? Then we find out that this motherfucker damn near is like Polish. And he ain't really racist at all. He really just mad at the times of all the problems that the black people had from the suppression. From being an angry motherfucker, from being beat up and stole your key, your family from and destroyed over generations and generations. He fed up that black people fed up. If that makes sense. Well, but he is. He fed up because black people fed up because they have attitudes. They do this, they do that. And he wasn't talking about all bullshit. But Brandon was whipping his feet. Like, I'm not even a Brandon fan, right? But Brandon did his motherfucking thing because Brandon got his own type of stuff that it go left. You know what I'm saying? Because Brandon pretty right as well, right? So, but a lot of things Brandon be saying be on point. Shout out Brandon, not Adam.
Was confused about it. Basically, like, he didn't know that it was going to be an IRL thing, so he thought it was supposed to be done over stream or whatever. So he wasn't available, but the guy Hypocrite had already flown out regardless. So I told him, I got a friend named Brandon who would be perfect for you to debate. I bring them together. They do a debate. It lasts about 2 hours.
Adam22, stop throwing that friend word around loosely. Stop throwing that friend word around loosely, because when you do that and they start saying you my friend and this and that and you we wasn't friends, stop using that friend word loosely.
2 hours. The majority opinion seems to be that Brandon absolutely
smoked
cooked
his boots.
Oh, Brandon got on him.
Boochie W.
Brandon, I'm going to be real with you. Like, if you pick any 10-minute segment out of that podcast, Brandon's probably talking about 90% of it. Like, he flooded the podcast. The other fool, like, there was no kind of like agreement or like decision about what they were going to talk about in advance. And Brandon came with mad historical, like, history knowledge that Hypocrite like just did not have. So it was a pretty one-sided affair. Now there's a pretty one-sided affair. It's fucking right. It's fucking right. It was a pretty one-sided affair. It's fucking right. Brandon smoked him, did his thing, dusted him off, whooped his feet. A one-sided affair, did his thing. People who seem to think that Adam22, was siding with the white boy. I would like to clarify that this is not the case.
I'll have to run that back.
The reason why it might have appeared that way, though, was because Brandon was overwhelming homie with his narratives and just talking so much that I felt like there was like a variety of situations in which I sort of had to try to like kind of dive in the middle of them to try to like either like push back a little bit. No, listen. So this is what it was. I'm talking as a black man, right? So as a black man, what you did was doing this. You see the white man getting his feet whipped in a natural environment as a black person, right? And you like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting here on my platform, 4.8 million subscribers, right? And you watching a black man destroy this black man that you so-called call yourself his friend. Of course, you're not. We know that's not true. But we watch him destroy this caucasoid. Destroy this caucasoid. And whoop his feet left and right. And told him, fuck old girl that got robbed. Fuck old girl that got stabbed. Fuck all that shit. What about the historic pictures that y'all show of our people getting pushed in water holes and different things like that? And what's up with this ChatGPT asshole, Adam22? Adam22 is a bitch. On Brandon, because it's like he'll just go on a 5-minute diatribe in which he'll make a ton of historical claims, and like some of them I'll be on my phone trying to chat GPT something, just trying to see like, is that true? Did the Jews really build the slave ships? And then by the time I even like figure out the answer on chat GPT, he's already like a minute and a half through like another argument. And it's kind of hard to even like fact check him because we're already so far past that. So I personally didn't feel like I was like getting behind the white guy. I definitely don't think I agreed with anything that he said that was like racist or whatever, but I did kind of feel like I had to sort of like suggest that it was his time to speak and stuff because I just felt like Brandon was.
Or you sort of kind of like was hoping that he had some type of knowledge of what the F was going on, right? Because he didn't, he looked kind of stupid. Now, Brandon did his motherfucking 1-2 step. Again, I say Brandon got his own different type of things. Brandon go up and down, left and right. So Brandon here and there. But Brandon, for that situation, did his thing. You know what I'm saying? And represent perfectly. In my opinion. That's my opinion. I'm only one person, right? I'm only one person. In my opinion. Brandon is like the conservative, the cool, the understanding of Flacco, to me. Like, he can make content, he can do all this stuff, he can be smart as hell, but he understands the flow of things. He understands like, he's not worried about nothing. He's comfortable in his skin. That's not what Flacco is. Flacco is not comfortable in that bare skin. Brandon shit kind of locked in. Flacco shit kind of lazy. He got lazy skin. Nigga, Flacco got lazy skin. It's crazy.
Kind of
that's what you're there for,
drowning him out. Yeah, as the moderator, that's what you're supposed to do. Now, it's not like I was like, I didn't really fact check the white guy, but he didn't really like get a chance to even say that.
You didn't fact check nothing the white guy said, but you fact checked what Brandon said. That's a motherfucking thing. That's one thing you need to say. You didn't fact check the white guy, but I fact checked Brandon, all Brandon shit.
Much. It wasn't that much to fact check. Whereas Brandon made so many claims, many of which seemed a little outlandish to me, that it just seemed appropriate for me to, try to suggest that the other guy like get some points in or whatever. Now, I am open-minded about the fact that I might have came off like I was a little too much in his side.
They on your ass.
I haven't seen it. I have seen people in the comments saying this. I obviously don't really give a but
I'm about to run that back. I'm about to watch it.
I know this. So listen. So this right here, this is the perfect scenario, right? To where you see his narcissistic behavior. This is the perfect scenario where you see his narcissistic behavior, right? He say this because he know people watching. He know people want him to have accountability, right? To be accountable for the things he do. So he said he's open for people to, you know what I'm saying, say this or say that. So I'm open to that, right? But then he turned around and 2 seconds later say, I don't give a fuck. So what he's telling you is, I'm telling you I'm open to it, but I really don't care what y'all talking about. So I'm really open to it. But since y'all want to hear me say that, I'm going to say it.
Send me the link.
But you know people gonna run with that narrative anyway.
But your job is to moderate it though.
Right. My job is to try to like add some semblance of structure to it because especially given that we didn't even know what we were going to talk about.
Some substance, some structure.
It's just kind of flying off the handle all over the place.
It's like if like Hitler was debating Kendrick Lamar, you feel me? And then like let's say Kendrick's just smoking Hitler, but you're like the moderator, so you have to like appear, moderate. Hence the name, right? So,
oh my God. So it's like Kendrick and Hitler is fucking at a debate, right? And Kendrick is smoking him, right? And then as Kendrick's smoking him, like you had to like moderate. So, you had to moderate, like the name, moderation, right? Shut your dumb ass up, Lush.
I feel like so Adolf makes a point. You're like, oh yeah, he is right. You feel me? Like, hey, Jews are janky. Let's keep it.
No, but okay, Kendrick would have been a hypocrite because he was like not really talking that much. Whereas like you could imagine that Hitler probably was very verbose.
Hitler would be more verbose than Kendrick. For sure.
Hitler seemed like he never shut up.
It was black belt Brandon for the W.
Yes.
I think that is the majority opinion from people who've seen it.
And also, I feel like this dude, iHypocrite, now, per my understanding, his primary like voice is on the X platform on Twitter, right? Like,
if you were to look at the iHypocrite Twitter account, for the most part, it's not even like, it doesn't even appear to be like a guy. It's a lot of memes. It's a lot of like just kind of, you know, right.
Oh my God! So you found him out of the nowhere, Adam. You found him out of nowhere and try to make some content because you so messed up on content right now that they so fucked up on content, bro. They gotta grab a random guy from Twitter and get another random guy from Twitter to make content for No Jumper. That's how garbage they is right now. That's how trash they is right now. Munchie, what's up with y'all niggas doing Munchie? No Jumper, Munchie. They try to get motherfucking my nigga Young Ain't Hefe up there. Don't care nothing what the check say. My nigga handed that check. He cares exactly what that check say.
Right wing, haha, like look at how dumb this girl is type memes. You know, it's like if you really pay attention to it, you start to see like, oh, okay, he's like actual dude who makes content and he streams and everything like that. And obviously, but okay, part of the problem too is that yes, Brandon is a black dude, but he's also like a hardcore conservative, which is really probably like they would have rather seen that hypocrite arguing with a black dude who was like a fruity ass liberal like myself, because I think that people, you know, when you have a black dude and a white dude and they both kind of agree that George Floyd's killer should be freed or pardoned. I mean, then are you really like getting both sides of the conversation right there? Not so much. And I don't know if Brandon actually said that, but
so I'm
he definitely
supposed
was
to debate
open-minded
Brandon
about it.
tomorrow. As the Lush first Brandon debate potentially
Right,
tomorrow.
which I'm all about if we want to do that, but
What y'all gonna debate about though?
I have to dip by like 3 to bring my kids to dance class because mom's out of town. But either way, I want to be there for at least. I'm gonna be on the news either way.
Yeah, you should be like a part of it at some point.
Well, what is y'all debating about?
Well, there's several.
Yeah,
things
what are your key points?
Here's my.
We should write these down so.
Man, Lush ain't got no key points, bro. Lush want to debate because he know Brandon gonna smoke his ass. And I'll go with Brandon. You know what I'm saying? He would be so Lush. Shut your nice ass up. If you ain't talking about nothing that got nothing to do with hip hop, you stupid, Lush. You ain't gonna nigga like that, Lush. Nobody care about your brain capacity. You a fucking smoker, Lush. You like crystal meth. You smoke crystal crack, all that shit. Your brain been gone, fried, bro. Lush, you want me fucking off a fucking buzzball? Shut up.
So we try to hit
Here's
them.
the main thing that I want to debate with, bruh.
Y'all
You feel me?
can't sound goofy, bro.
Shit, watch this. The number one point of contention I have with Brandon is he said that the number one negative thing to ever happen to the black community is hip hop. I want to debate that.
Wow, I love that. Yeah, that's a good topic.
I'll smoke your boots, Bucci.
I can
Just
see
'cause-
why you say that though, but
I can see why you say that too, because you feel me. It's such a
you can't. I mean, you really can't say that. Like with the life, everything got pros and cons. It have its pros and it have its cons.
No, that's fact.
Like
right?
that. Like you know.
No, that I said everything has pros and cons, but hip hop itself, being something that's ran by the Jewish people, that pushed on your kind of people, that's not that. And then even '91, when they said '91 that they put a certain type of music put out there, hip hop could be something like that, bro. Just like the same thing they gonna say about Martin Luther King being right with them people, and everybody, oh no, why you saying about Martin Luther King? Because he was. Because he wanted to want us to be cool about hanging with some white people. We didn't give a fuck about hanging with white people. We was black, we was hanging with us. That's it. We cared about us. Now we trying to care so close and be, oh, let's go next to these white people. And then now they got COINTELPRO and all this other shit going on because we want to be cool with them niggas. No, because Martin Luther King want to fuck on white women and all that. So what? We don't want to do that. We didn't care about the white women.
You just, I mean, you gonna say that because within the last few years, all these rappers who've been coming out of poverty and been dying, you know what I'm saying, you gonna try to blame it on hip hop because they in hip hop and they making music and stuff like that. But I mean, you can't blame that on hip hop.
No,
you know?
like for instance, the only reason why Compton got the outlook it got is because of hip hop, NWA and shit. Nigga, Compton got some of the biggest homes and beautiful homes over there. Like, the music gave it a bad look. And I don't know, George Bush's,
he used to be that was a very different Compton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
very different
the
Compton.
airport ain't fuzz hard. I know that.
Okay, gangbanging existed for a long time before hip hop came around, and gangbanging definitely, or
gangbanging ain't been around before. Listen, bro. Gangbanging hip hop was like late 60s, right? 70s, right? That it was just created. The whole, you know what I'm saying? Now rap itself, hip hop is beating all this stuff, right? So we can't say when hip hop first came to New York. It's like the 70s, right? So gangbanging ain't been around probably longer than hip hop, around the same amount of time if you want to think about it, right? On the set. Now gangster rapping was born in the 80s. Well, that's NWA. That's 80, 87, all that. That's NWA. That's 80s. So hip hop been already going on. Straight up. Hip hop been going on before the NWA got around. That's a fact. We just created gangster rap. Gangster rap. And that gangster rap is what turned the toe and got us in a lot of shit. That's why we start going to this conscious rapping where people talking about nigga building families and having kids and Brenda having babies and all this other stuff. We ain't got none of that no more, right? We got about a bobbly blah bloobs and blue blah blah blobs and kill it woo wop woo woo kill it.
It existed for a long time before people really started rapping about the streets.
Sure.
And when you look at like the type of gangbanging that is talked about in music now, it's way, way more explicit and specific than it ever used to be back in the day. I mean, when you listen to NWA, it's very general. There's no like so-and-so from down the street, which is a lot of what rap is these days.
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police.
There's definitely a lot of rap music that I think you would be.
Johnson of the police at the time. Now they do that because they know they ain't gonna bump into the police and they just in the studio.
Nah, but you know what he's saying though.
But I think there's a lot of current day rap music that I think it's like very easy to make the argument that this is a negative for society. But that being said, I don't think that you could say like all of hip hop is. If anything, it's like the gang influence.
Hip hop at the 91. Hip hop at the 91 did a turn. We got none of them. Ain't no more Lauryn Hills. Ain't no more. Love this joy of my world is in Zion. We ain't got no Tonys. We all them people disappear after 91 because there's a different tone. We making music to where everybody is in tune. Kill, destroy, and then put them in prison systems. That's what was going on. Remember that shit.
It's on hip hop. That is the thing. But also, it's like pretty easy to say that in this day and age, when it comes to popular rap music, at least that we talk about, it's like almost like 1-to-1 with street. Like
I'm gonna say it like this. Like this is just my opinion. Like from living and going through my struggles. Like it's tomato. That's just like you said the same thing about the internet. I feel like our people are our people on worst enemy. Like you can't blame it on hip hop, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's giving you a voice, you know, to speak and stuff like that, but that came by way of the East Coast, and them dudes who birthed that originally, like giving it the art form, which we call hip hop, they weren't even gangbangers. When it trickled down to the West Coast is what gave hip hop the gangbanger edge and stuff. And then when gangbangers started leaching out to different states and stuff like that and picking up, and a lot of these dudes don't gangbang, a lot of these dudes they block bang and stuff like that. But I feel like our people are our own worst enemies. A lot of these dudes.
Now, that's a fact, my nigga. First of all, I understand that young and have faith, but this is what we got to understand too, though, bro. At the same time, when we got certain things going on with ourselves, people get on top of that. And we got the FBI and the CIA and all these people get on top of that. They see this and they infiltrate it. How we can do this to edge it to where's our, you know what I'm saying, put people in positions. That's what we got people called gatekeepers. The reason they gatekeeper because they put you in position. If you ain't with the program, if you ain't here tuning black people to do this, if you ain't here doing this and that, you don't go nowhere. That's why independent artists don't go nowhere. You don't see no independent artists pop because you ain't a part of the machine. Yeah, you can look good and be around it and all that type of stuff, of course. But you ain't gonna pop like nothing because you ain't a part of the machine, bro. And that's what it is. And that's what they doing. Like, if you ain't part of the machine, if you ain't got here, kill, destroy, while all these niggas that make it is the niggas that's out here popping it about smoking each other. Talk about nigga loving your mom and loving your kids and loving like that. Bet you're never gonna wear them. That's just me, cuz. I could be me just talking. I'm ODMSLIM only, baby. It's the ODMSLIM show. Y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. What you think? Y'all think Young Ant right? Y'all think Munchie right? Y'all think Adam22 right? I don't know. I think Adam22 went with the white debate nigga, and I think hip hop is a motherfucking Achilles heel for a lot of us. Just like being one of the next to white people, and integration and all that shit. I thought all that shit was the Achilles heel that fucked us up. But I'm one man. It's all love. ODMSLIM and I'm out here. Peace. Yo. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's time. It's the end of my video. And it's time to big it up one of my dogs. My business partner, you know what I'm saying? Drea the Virgo. Shout out Drea the Virgo. Drea the Virgo. Hey, Drea the Virgo. Shout out Drea the mother Virgo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Drea the Virgo. Now, Drea the Virgo is one of my friends, man. Good business partner of mine. She get in there, get it done. Anything y'all want to get done, YouTube-wise, anything to social media-wise, just YouTube. Anything social media-wise. You see all the platforms. All these platforms, Drea the Virgo, is monetizing my platforms. It's helping me with all of them. And she's helping a gang of other people. You know what I'm saying? Look at my boy Gangland Neen and everybody else.